unenviable position to succeed Aaron Bean. It's always difficult to go out to Aaron because he's such a passionate speaker. But I'm going to talk about two things tonight that I'm passionate about. First is my family, and second is the Constitution. I stand before you a beaches native. My family has lived at these beaches for more than 75 years. My grandmother, Byrd, is out in the audience tonight. She's 88 years old, and she graduated from Fletcher High School in 1942. Her father, my great-grandfather, he opened one of the first hotels here at the beach. My grandfather, Byrd, he came as a farm boy from Oklahoma. He came to the beaches to serve at Mayport during World War II. He met my grandmother at a USO dance, and they started a family. He started a small business here at the beaches called Beaches Sporting Goods, which many of you, if you grew up at the beach, you shopped there, you bought your footballs and baseballs and cleats. So my family's been at this beach for a long time. It's in my blood. I proposed to my wife, Esther, right here on this beach. We got married right there on this beach, and she is my better half. Esther served in the United States Marine Corps for 6 years, and I'm very proud of her. And as someone who survived Paris Island, this campaign is not that tough, let me tell you. But tonight, during the invocation, it was mentioned that we need fighters, and that's who I am. I've been a fighter my whole life. It's not enough to just say you're a conservative. It's not enough to just espouse the Constitution. You have to fight for it. And for 14 years, as an attorney, I fought for the Constitution and those principles of individual liberty, limited government, and the rule of law. Those three ideas were the ideas that our founders based the Constitution upon. And it's what our country needs to return to at this point in time. Because it's not enough to just mouth the words. You have to fight for it. And let me tell you what I've done for the last 14 years. In 2003, I fought fraud in litigation, and we got reform in workers' compensation, which has saved any business in the state of Florida which has workers' compensation insurance millions upon millions of dollars. So I've been a defender of both big business and small business. I've represented Republican candidates on election law, because let me tell you, there is fraud in our elections, and I've fought election fraud for 14 years, not only in Florida, but the Republican Party has sent me around the country to represent Republican candidates. In addition, I've been a defender of the Second Amendment. I'm a lifetime member of the NRA, and I work closely with the National Rifle Association's Office of General Counsel. I've argued cases in both federal court and state court defending not only Florida's constitutional right to bear arms, but the federal Second Amendment. Just as we have a storm blowing off our coast, the political and economic winds are going to blow in the near future. And you need a candidate who is anchored and rooted in the Constitution. On every vote, this is the one promise I will make to you, on every vote I will ask, does this vote or does this bill or piece of legislation increase liberty or does it increase the size of government? Because we need to reorient our position. We need to reorient the relationship between the government and its citizens. For too long, we've had too much government. As I've walked over 2,600 houses in this district, not one person has said to me, you know what, Ford, what we need are more laws. We need fewer laws. And that's what I want to go to Tallahassee to do, not pass more laws and regulations which are stifling our businessmen and women. We need fewer laws. We need limited government. We need to return to those principles to allow the people in this community, in your church, in your synagogue, around your dinner table, you have the best solutions. This race needs to be about big ideas, not small ones. I'm not a career politician, but I have spent a career fighting for your values and the values that this community instilled in me. And when this district was redrawn, I had people in this very room come to me and say, Ford, you need to run. We know you. We know your passion for the Constitution. We know your values, and we know what you believe in. And when you're called, you answer the call, and that's what I've done. But I want to talk about some other people that have answered the call. Just last month when we were in this room, we honored those fallen men and women of our law enforcement. And I'm proud and honored tonight to announce that the men and women of the Duval police officers have endorsed my candidacy. They're the people that strap on a vest and strap on a gun and don't know if they're going to return home tonight. My uncle Sean Byrd is here this evening. Sean served for 25 years with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and I'd like everybody to give him a big round of applause. In addition to the police officers, I'm also proud to announce that the firefighters of both Duval and Nassau County have endorsed my candidacy, and some of those fine men are here tonight. Thank you for your support. So, just as they defend us, I want to go to Tallahassee and defend you. So if you believe in individual liberty, if you believe in the rule of law, if you believe in limited government, then send me to Tallahassee so I can continue that fight that I fought for the last 14 years. I ask for your support, and the most important endorsement to me is your endorsement on August 14th. Thank you.